It is that time of the year again. We have with us the newest, most cutting edge iPhone 13 Pro in that fresh coat of Sierra Blue. I'm super excited about this, so let's dive straight into the unboxing. I'm Rohan from TechieTechTech and here we go. Okay, so full disclosure. I did plan to make a regular unboxing of this phone, but unfortunately, the guys at the Apple store were just adamant about unboxing the package and activating the phone before I left. So, this is me showing you what the inbox contents are and recreating whatever I can of the unboxing experience. So, right off the bat, we have an extremely slim box because as we know, Apple had stopped including the power adapter and the earphones in the box from last year. We have a pretty standard Apple themed box here except for the fact that there's no plastic shrink wrap this time around. This is probably one of Apple's steps to cut down on plastic usage. Anyway, there were these two tabs on the top and the bottom of the backside. You have to rip these off to finally lift the lid and get to your shiny new iPhone. And as soon as you take the lid off, you are greeted by a new iPhone kept screen down. I'm so bummed by the fact that I could not capture that moment for myself on camera. But all in all, this is a very similar unboxing experience to the iPhone 12 from last year. Anyway, let's get to the phone later and just check out what else is in the box before we turn it on. We have the Type-C to Lightning cable on one side. That is pretty standard, exactly like the one that they gave with the iPhone 12. Apart from that, we have this small leaflet which contains some guides, some warranty information, the SIM pin and a single Apple sticker. Again, pretty standard stuff. Moving back to the star of the show, I am excited about the camera updates and about the fact that you do not have to get the bigger Pro Max variant for the better camera experience. I also really like this new color. It's like a combination of silver and blue and it simply looks stunning. We still have the shiny glossy stainless steel sides which tend to attract a lot of fingerprints. I actually prefer the matte finish on the aluminium sides of the regular 13 and 13 mini over the shiny ones of the 13 Pro and the 13 Pro Max. Another significant change that I noticed instantly was the increase in heft. If you are an iPhone 12 Pro user, there's no way that you wouldn't notice the change in weight. It feels substantially heavier. But that does make sense since we do have a larger battery pack and a bigger camera sensors this time around. Another thing to notice as you look at that screen is that the notch is quite a bit smaller than the one on the iPhone 12. They've done this reduction by moving the earpiece upwards to almost merge with the top bezel. It does look a lot cleaner, however it's still a far cry from all the other modern phones which have a hole punch instead of a notch. And now here's a quick comparison with the Pacific Blue 12 Pro Max from last year, and as you can tell, the shade of blue is a lot lighter with the newer Sierra Blue 13 Pro. Another key takeaway is that the cameras on the 13 Pro are larger than the ones on this 12 Pro Max. Just to remind you, the cameras on the 12 Pro Max last year were already larger than the remaining 12 series, and as you can see, the newer Pro cameras this year are even larger. Let's also quickly compare the new Sierra Blue 13 Pro to the Graphite and Gold Pro iPhones just to give you a quick idea about how this new shade compares to the classic gold and grey iPhones. Moving on, we also have my daily driver iPhone 12 mini here along with the red iPhone 12. The first thing that's instantly noticeable is the vast difference in mass between these three phones. The 12 mini and the 12 are just so light compared to the somewhat heavy 13 Pro. I'm guessing that the 13 Pro Max with its 240 grams of weight will not be a very comfortable phone to hold for a long time. Anyway, now that we are comparing, this is the 13 Pro next to its chief Android competition, the Galaxy S21 and the S21 Ultra. Two very different phones and yet very similar pricing. Here it is next to the OnePlus 9 Pro, which is also one of the more popular Android flagships. And now, before we end the video, I quickly want to turn the screen on to check out that ProMotion display. I'm not planning to pick up a 13 Pro for myself personally, and I'm hoping that this new display does not spoil the older iPhones for me. Oh wow, the difference is noticeable immediately. Everything is just way smoother, which is actually kind of weird since Apple's 60Hz display was smooth already. This is truly something that you have to see in real life to believe. We have a ton of coverage planned on the new iPhones, so do subscribe to the channel for all that crazy content. Please like, share and comment down below as it really helps the channel out. This has been Rohan from TechieTechTech and I will see you in the next video. Bye.